Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coffee and Cards. No, today's Crafty Saturday. Oh my goodness. Can we please have a regular calendar? I did that yesterday too, or Thursday, or something. Today is Crafty Saturday. It is Saturday, June 6th, and welcome. I'm so glad to be here. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. I had to walk the dogs, and they wouldn't come in the house. It was... thought I was going to have to carry one of them across the street. So, how are you today? Do you have big plans for the weekend? Let me know below what you're doing this weekend. I am trying to stay inside and stay cool because it is already hot and humid outside. I am not a fan of summertime. Give me spring or fall any day and I will be happy. Today, we are looking at the Forever Greenery suite. This suite includes the Forever Fern and, there's some Post-it notes on there, the Forever Flourishing dies, and that absolutely stunning and gorgeous paper. So let's take a closer look at what is in this suite. You're just going to fall in love with it over and over and over again. In your catalog, if you turn to page 108, I'm going to move these out of the way because those are our projects for today. You've got this gorgeous suite of products. Okay, look at this. This is so cool. I love the colors. They're cool. That's what we need in the summertime, right? It is. These colors will trick anyone into thinking it is a cooler day out than it is. And if you turn the page, you're going to see here's the Forever Fern stamp set and the paper. You know what? Let's take a closer look. I did some work last night for you. So here is the designer series paper that goes in that Forever Greenery suite. And you can see that we have a whole bunch of botanical prints. I love the ferns. They make me think of growing up in the Pacific Northwest. And the color spectrum is fabulous, ranging all the way from soft seafoam. This is the new Just Jade. Pear Pizzazz, of which I have a lot, Garden Green, Shaded Spruce, and Pretty Peacock. So we've got some absolutely gorgeous, cool blue greens in here, and mixed in with just a little bit of yellow. So it's really a very nice palette. If I had to pick my favorites, it would be all of them. I can't lie, okay? I really can't. Then on this side, I cut out all of the die pieces. And take a look at this. This is pretty amazing because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 little leaflets. So it makes cutting things out super easy. We've got some nice outline here. And then here, are for our stamped images, and we'll be doing some of that today. There are 2 embossing folders that come along with it. Now, these are the new mini embossing folders. Okay, we've got Greenery embossing folder 1 and 2, and they come in this little mini pack because if you looked in your catalog, you'll see that there is a new mini embossing and die cutting machine coming. So if you don't have room for the big one, don't worry, we've got you covered now with these little tiny ones. And they do this row of really pretty textures, and then this one I cut it off so it would fit, but you can see that it's going to do a top and bottom, and you could do a little sentiment or a little something, and we're gonna show you. I've got a card that would work really well with this. And then here are the stamps. Look at all of this beautiful shading. It's one-step stamping. It's all on there, right? And then the sentiments. To a friend that makes me smile. Hello, you can do this. And love and laughter forever after. This is just a very neat suite, and I think everybody should have it. But I'm going to put that away. I'm going to put these away. Now remember, everything that you see today, if you would like the make and takes that go with this, I will send them to you for free. All you have to do is place a $35 order over on my store, which is makingmemories.stampinup.net. Information will be on my blog later today at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com. These are the cards we're making, and we're going to make this adorable little triangle box. This would hold a little chapstick, or it could hold a little candy. I don't suggest using chocolate in the South right now because it will melt. But this is what we're doing. We're going to start with card 1, card 2, and then we're going to make this little triangle box. Okay? If you would like to be in my prize patrol this week, all you have to do is share my video, and I will have a random drawing. Last week's prize patrol winner will be announced at the end of today. So let's get started, shall we? Today's colors. I'm using card bases that are 4 1/4 by 11 in soft seafoam. Let's see. I see some people saying good morning. Good morning, Shirley and Michelle and Janine and Nancy. It's great to see you guys. So this is 4 1/4 by 11. All measurements are over on my blog later. So soft seafoam and shaded spruce. And I don't know that I've ever used this combination before. If I have, I don't think I have, to tell you the truth. All right, so one of these is bigger. I'm going to set that one aside. So this is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. And this one is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Very, very normal sizes for me. Okay, and I'm going to take and stamp first. And I haven't put the stickers on. I made these last night at like 11 o'clock. So soft seafoam and shaded spruce are the colors. Oh, my stomach is growling, so sorry. And I'm going to start with my dark ink first. And you know, you can give it a little try over there. Now, here's a tip. Using these stems are really, really narrow, okay? So even I was giving a little too much pressure on it last night and ending up with ink on the edge. You can trim that rubber off, or just make sure you use a really light hand in your ink pad. Okay, so super light. All you have to do, look, I'm not even pushing on it, just super light, okay? And I'm gonna put this kind of like so. We're just kind of random stamping in the corners, okay? And I'm going to come over here and go the opposite direction, like that. And then close that up. Let's find this. These are little leaves and soft seafoam, and I'm going to go in and fill in some of these holes, okay? Give it a little try, and I want to fill in right here, and right here, and maybe a little bit right there, okay? I'm just filling in some of that white space. You'll be working on trying to improve your stamping skills, Diane. I work on that all the time. If you feel the ink pad give, right? If you remember the old ink pads and you had to like press really, really hard and you really were just trying to get an image. If you feel your ink pad give or sink, you're probably pressing too hard, okay? When I stamp with young children, I usually tell them, think of butterfly kisses. That's how light of a touch you need to have. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. Look at those colors. Doesn't that make that soft seafoam just pop? Wow, how come I never put these colors together before this? That's what I want to know. All right, set that aside. I have a piece of soft seafoam, and I will put measurements, I don't remember what they are off the top of my head. All right, and then a piece of designer series paper, and I'm going to layer that on here. And grab some dimensionals. Now, last night when I made this, you're not going to believe me when I tell you this, but I didn't have enough dimensionals on my card, and it started to get a little saggy on the edges, so I had to shove one up underneath. So don't be stingy. I think I was trying to be. You'll regret it when your corners dip or your sides sag. I know it's hot out, but there's no excuse for saggy centers. Okay. Line that up as straight as you can. Then I have these stitched, these are Stitched So Sweetly die cuts. And yesterday I stamped this in basic gray, but I think I'm going to switch that up. I think I'm going to change it to Shaded Spruce on this card to make it stand out just a little bit more and tie in my color scheme, okay? Center that on my grid paper. Good morning, Jennifer Nelson. Are you watching from bed this morning or are you awake this morning? I love that you watch my weekday videos from bed. That just is awesome. Okay, lots of dimensionals. Why not? We've got them. Let's use them. And now is a great time to stock up on some things, right? When you have party sales or your own sales that are over $250, you get extra hostess rewards. So my goodness, who wouldn't want to be stocking up right now? I know I'm going to grab a whole bunch of that new Seal and Seal Plus. I need to put another order in this weekend because I'm taking advantage of those points, okay? So lots of dimensionals. We really want, this is for your friend. You want them to know that you think they're special. Then I grabbed my trusty, handy dandy white polka dot tulle ribbon. Oh, you're in your dining room today. Awesome. I need to clean my dining room today is what I need to do. It'd be nice to be able to see my table again. But I come upstairs and then I get so distracted in my studio. What's that saying? Cleaning or crafting comes before housework in the dictionary? Okay, a nice little bow with some polka dot tulle, and we're going to add that with a glue dot. And besides, I have a Stampin' Bee team meeting today. I don't think I want to clean. I think I just want to craft. And then I made this last night, and I'm like, something's missing, something's missing. And you know what it was? It was these holiday rhinestone basic jewels. And they happen to come in shaded spruce. Now, I've used a lot of these, you can tell. But, hello, these are perfect embellishments for this Forever Greenery suite. I love finding things in my craft stash that coordinate, and Stampin' Up! Is so fabulous about making coordinating product. But wait, we're not done. We decorated the outside. Now it's time to decorate the inside. So I have a piece of Whisper White paper again. And I'm going to put that in here. And you know what? I'm going to take this stamp, I think, is my favorite. At least it's my favorite today. Okay. I don't want it to feel bad. It's my favorite today. And I'm just going to stamp that there. Okay. Because it makes it beautiful. Oh, and why not? I've got an envelope. Let's make a match. Okay. Love it. Do you love it? Honestly. I know that this was on the top of Gordy Van Gogh's wish list. Ah, I'm stuck. There we go. Okay. That, my friends, is a pretty card. Ah, and I'm struggling. With a matching envelope. Fabulous. All right. Are you ready for card number 2? My bin over here has a bunch of pieces in it. Okay. Whew. This one has some layers going on. Surely does. Oh, shoot. We need a piece of paper. All right. Hold on. Sorry about that. I thought I did it all. Okay, so this is a piece of Designer Series paper, and this is just one of my stitched rectangle dies. And I'm going to run it through really quick. I told you I was making these really late last night. I thought I got everything done. Okay. Whew. I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh. You know what else we need? You guys aren't going to believe me. I'm just making all sorts of noise over here this morning. All right, we've got to do a little embossing too. So I've got my subtle embossing folder, and I'm going to run a sheet of Whisper White through it. And this super quick. Yay! Die cutting and embossing all on one. You know I'm going all out for you. Okay? Now I have a stitched shape square die. And I'm also going to emboss that. So I cut it out last night, but this card has a whole bunch of texture going on. Okay, I think we're good. Whew, I hope we're good. So let's start building some layers. So I have this here. So here's my stitched rectangle with my designer series paper and my stitched rectangle with some shaded spruce. I'm gonna set that aside. Then I have a stitched shape square out of shaded spruce and a stitched shape square out of whisper white. Words escape me when I get flustered. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm gonna build that. Next, I have my whisper white that I already embossed, and this is something I've done before. And you can stamp it first. I like to live on the edge and live dangerously and stamp it later. I don't suggest doing that. Do as I say, not as I do. You should stamp and then emboss, okay? Move this where I know where it is. All right, now we can build some layers. And this card has a lot of layers, so make sure you use enough adhesive, okay? Because you don't want it to fall apart. You could use Tombow liquid glue, or the new Seal has a stronger bond than snail, so keep that in mind. We're gonna put this on here. Oh, I'm out of snail. Oh, good. Just like so. This is going to go right on here. It's really just being patient and building all these layers. It's not exactly centered either, okay? So don't put it like right in the middle of your card. Where is it? There it is. Whew, thought I lost it. Okay, this is going to be dimensionaled onto your card. You used the new Stampin' Seal last night, Michelle? That's exactly what I'm ordering today, because in my rush of excitement and making sure everybody else remembered to order it, guess who forgot? That would be me. Yeah, you can laugh at me later. Okay, so, or laugh at me now, it's okay. So here I have some die cuts out of Whisper White that came from the coordinating die set. And I'm going to grab my Stamparatus, okay? And we've done this before. And what I'm going to do is peel off this, and I'm going to put this in like that, okay? So it fits right in. This is the negative image. It fits right in there. And I'm going to put my die cut inside. Ink it up. And then my image should be stamped pretty close to perfect. Okay? Then I'm going to do the same with, oh, apparently I'm not going to use that one because I cut out the wrong one, but that's okay. We'll use this one on this card. So I'm going to take this one up and use this one. Okay, make sure it's seated in there. Pick it up, put this inside. And on this one, I'm using a little Pear Pizzazz, okay? There we go. Oh, I just stuck my fingers in that ink pad. Hold on. If I don't wipe that off, we'll have weird things on a card. Okay, that's why I keep some baby wipes close. I don't use them on my stamps, but I do use them on my hands. All right. Now we're going to layer these. And I'm going to cut off that stem. It's just too long for this project. Okay. Like so. And I'm going to find some dimensionals to put on the back. And then you could fill in the gaps with some little baby dimensionals because they're so cute. Oh, one more. Maybe two. Okay, before we go any farther, grab your Wink of Stella. Give it a little shake and just color your leaves. Somebody asked me once how to keep the ink from smearing when you use your Wink of Stella, and honestly, you don't want to. It's kind of the joy. It's actually bringing out the blue. I don't know if you can see while I'm doing this, but it's picking up some of that tone. And it's just adding some more color to those leaves. And it's going to make, look at the difference, right? I did this one here, and look at this one. Now look, this was beautiful, but once I add some Wink of Stella, it just adds some, not just sparkle, but some more dimension to those leaves. Okay, it just makes them sparkle and shine, kind of like they've been kissed by the morning dew. Okay, give it a little wipe, make sure there's no ink on it, and then come over here and do the same. It's really, really, really going to make a difference in your projects. Okay, Ta-da! Very pretty. We're not done. Don't worry. We're going to take another piece of Whisper White polka dot tulle and tie a bow. My bows feel a little wonky this morning. Not enough coffee. We're out of milk completely. We're having problems with the coffee department. Okay, this is gonna go on with a glue dot. Okay, and let's stamp the inside. I'm going to take this now. Oop. Whew, we almost had a catastrophe. That was almost the wrong color. Fix that again. Okay, and this time, let's do that. And because we used Wink of Stella on that one, we should probably use a little Wink of Stella on the inside. I think I need to add another Wink of Stella on my shopping list too. I think this is the last one. And I use it so much, I always keep at least one extra. Because I've run out before and it is not a good feeling. Ah! Dimensional backings everywhere. I'm gonna put that on the inside. Oh, it's crooked. We're just gonna make it crooked. You didn't see that. And I'll send that one to my sister. No, my sister will go, how come you sent me a crooked card? If anybody wants one of my crooked cards, let me know. I'll pop it in the mail to you. Okay? So card number 2. Oh. And a little crooked on the inside, but with a matching envelope. All right, are you ready for our final project? It's very fun, it's very quick, and it's like totes adorbs. All right, so this is a triangle box, and it's made out of a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. And here are my cheat sheet notes, so I know where to score it. This is not a difficult project. It looks harder than it is, I promise. All right, I'll get this out of the box. There we go. I have here my Simply Scored tool, and we're going to score this at, hold on, I have to think a minute. I'm going to start this way, okay? I had to think of which way the pattern was going. 7/8, 2.5, 4, and 5.5. And then I'm going to turn it and score it at 1.5 and 4.5. Now, please take your bone folder and fold on all your score lines. I'm going to turn that over. I have some adhesive on it. There we go. Take them all? No, one more. Okay. So the top skinny rectangle and the bottom skinnier rectangle, we're going to take and, so let's start. This is the 7/8 of an inch here. And we're going to remove on the score lines the two side panels. Like so. Okay? So this is the 7/8 inch, and we just have this little flap here. Then on the square on the right and the square on the left, cut up to the first score line and then cut in a notch like that. Okay? Can you see? And you're going to do the other side the same way, to the first score line and cut a notch. Then flip it, and we're going to do the same on this other skinny side. I'm going to cut off that panel on the right, cut up to the first score line, and cut a notch. And then here is the same thing. Cut off here and that whole first panel, and then a notch. So you have something that now looks like this. Will you please find your trio punch, and we're going to round the corners on these flaps. Okay, so you might need to bend that out of the way. Rounding the corners. All right. So lay this down, and you're going to want some strong adhesive, but today I'm using snail just because it's faster. And on these pieces where you cut the notches, you're going to add some adhesive. Oh, come on. Sorry, I was talking to the paper. It listens sometimes. These flaps are going to fold in, and you're going to see this just wraps right around. Oh, stop it. I really am talking to the paper today. Match your corners up. That's what I was trying to do, and it wasn't cooperating very well. Okay. So now we have this box, and it looks exactly like, wait a minute, Michelle, I thought we were making a triangle. We are. Watch. You're going to press on the insides and fold and pinch. This little 7/8 inch flap folds down. The top flap folds over. That's how you make a triangle box out of a rectangle. You want to see that again? Okay, 7/8 inch folds down. You're going to take your fingers and just gently press on that and pull or push that front flap until it meets the back. How slick is that? I love it. Okay? Now, you're going to want to fill it before you close it, but when you close it, just add a little adhesive across the top as a little sneaky maneuver here, because we're going to really wrap a piece of Whisper White tulle around it. And I don't have 3 hands to hold it closed. Okay. So you can tie a bow with the tulle. Trim your end. Okay. Then I have this very, very cute stitched shape rectangle. No, it's not a stitch shape rectangle. I'm sorry. It comes from the Stitch So Sweetly set. Okay. Then I have the hello stamp with shaded spruce again. And I cut out one of these little tiny leaflets out of soft sea foam. I'm going to put that on my label, like so. And then just grab some dimensionals. And now you have a sweet little box for a little lipstick, or, you know, a little, what do you call those? Like chapstick or Burt's Bees or something. Okay, so I think that would be very fun. You know, they'd also make adorable place settings, right? So when we can have dinner parties again, that would make really cute place settings for wedding showers or baby showers, or just because we haven't had a dinner party in months. I love to entertain. This has really been hard on me. So those are my projects today, guys. I love this new Forever Greenery suite, and I think you will too. If you would like these 3 make and take projects, all you have to do is place a $35 order on my store at makingmemories.stampinup.net. That'll be on my blog later as well, and I'll get those in the mail to you. Orders need to be placed by midnight this coming Wednesday in order to qualify. And Prize Patrol, oh my goodness, Robin Bell, you are the winner today, my friend, of a pack of holiday rhinestone basic jewels just for you. And those are the ones. Hey. Oh my goodness, stop the presses. We forgot to put some on this card. I'm looking at it going, it's naked. So let's just bling it up. Ta-da. Okay, so Robin, if you are ordering the Forever Greenery suite of products, you're going to get some holiday rhinestone basic jewels that are going to match your cards exactly. So that's pretty cool. If you'd like to be entered into my Prize Patrol next week, all you have to do is share my video with your friends and family. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate you joining me on Monday through Saturday mornings, and especially today. I will see you again Monday morning. We will be using the Forever Greenery suite all week. Take care. Bye-bye.